Alright, student, fine. Girls and boys, ladies and gentlemen, a very special good evening to one and all. Okay, so formally we are at the day 38 of our full stack web development series, and we have almost completed our JavaScript the day yesterday. Okay, fine. Myself Shabnam from the Kodak, and the way we always start, let's have a very quick recap of what we have learned yesterday. Okay, this is our yesterday's program. In fact, somewhere we were trying to talk about array destructuring, right? So this was that code to destructure the array, and if you have remembered, destructuring an array is a feature of ES6. That's another name of JavaScript, or a little advanced JavaScript. Okay, somewhere we were also talking about some string interpolation and a new characters, new line to be displayed using backticks in console log. Is that okay? Fine. Okay. Somewhere yesterday we were also trying to talking about the arrow functions and the different rules to write an arrow function. Remember the different rules and the different benefits of using an arrow function. One of them is like using an arrow function makes the code look very concise, short and simple. Am I right? Fine. Okay, fine. What else we had learned yesterday? That was okay, a good time we spent in event handling. In fact, I told you this is the third way we can handle the event using get element by ID and add event listener. Okay, the first argument always takes in as input the name of the event, and the second argument always take in as input the function which is to be called to handle the event. The function to be called in case if you want to handle the event. Alright, fine people, good. We are here today for the short time. I am just in the first half, just putting one by one in front of you all that we have covered, right from HTML, CSS, JavaScript and Bootstrap on a notepad. Fine. So here we go. We started with HTML right from the day one, putting it together, people. It's a sort of revision in the points. You just sit and recollect whether you are able to recollect them or not. Okay, so we discussed the theory of internet, that is what is www, what is HTTP, what is client, what is server, what is client side and what is server side. Okay, I think about client side and server side we haven't talked a lot in depth, but we will definitely once we start working with backends. Okay, fine. Alright, then we started talking about some basic HTML tags like a bold tag, italic tag, underline tag, heading 1 to heading 6. Am I right? Something strong tag or embed tag, superscripts and subscripts tag, and so on. Alright, we also talked about division tag and a span tag. Am I right? Some of them are called as inline tag. Okay, say block tags and inline tags. Block tags always those who starts from a new line, but inline tags always those who starts from the same line, like an anchor. For example, if I write anchor and I say link 1, anchor closes. If I paste it this way, right? So what is an expected output? It will show you like this: link 1, link 2. Good evening Shreyas, and good evening others also. Okay, so link 1 and link 2, this is how it shows. Alright, but the same thing if you do it in paragraph, say paragraph and then paragraph closes. Similarly paragraph and the paragraph closes. Paragraph closes. Now paragraph is not an inline tag, means it doesn't continue the previous output, rather it starts from the new line. So you will find this here. Okay, fine. So we have also talked about the block tags and an inline tag. My friends who have joined late, the class today is for HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap, putting it all together. And then at the end, I will show you one mini project which is a website to be done by you. वो आपको करना है people. Fine. Okay, we have almost come to the end of JavaScript, but the Monday's class I will still use for some small concept like JavaScript promises, async and await. आगे क्या करना है, कैसे करना है, I'll talk to you in some time. First, let us complete this. Okay, so this was another thing of HTML that we have discussed. Okay, then we talked about HTML links, that is achieved through anchor tag, images, that is achieved through img tag. Am I right? We have talked about HTML tables, that is for table tag, tr, tt, th, or maybethead, tbody, table header, table body and table footer. Alright, fine. So these were the different table elements that we had used. We have also talked about frames and frame set, correct? But I told you frame set is no more in use by HTML5. Instead, HTML5 makes use of iframe. Correct? HTML5 uses iframe, correct? Fine, that was to divide the page into multiple sections. Alright, what next people? Tables done, frame done. Okay, we have also learned something about this one. Forms. The two special methods of the form, get and post. Is that okay? Fine, how to submit a form. Where the data goes on submission, we are yet to deal with it. Okay, and the different form elements in DOM, if you have remembered, that is input, checkboxes, radio buttons, and many more, although I am not writing here. Is that fine? All of us here? Fine? Okay. After that, we moved on to CSS. We moved on to understand to CSS, and these were the things that we have practiced in CSS. 1 minute, I have kept it jotted down here. This is just a sort of revision paper, okay? What we have done, I'm just giving you one common, let me say, a sort of revision. Okay, fine. Alright, we have studied about CSS margins, padding, color, and the different syntax of CSS people, that is a tag, and its block, am I right? Or maybe a class and its block, and so on. So that's a selector, let me say class selector or ID selector and some other things, right? 1 minute, stay connected. Yeah, correct. Okay, fine. Then we have seen CSS borders people, text effect of CSS, font effect of CSS, and links effect of CSS. That means, what about this link effect people? This way, a dot link. Remember, a dot v link means how to color the visited link, how to color the active link, how to color the unvisited link. So these were the different CSS effects given to links, right? Then we have also seen okay, tables, the different table effects of CSS, like especially with its border. Am I right? Okay, and fine, image effects of CSS, backgrounds I have not mentioned here, backgrounds effects of CSS. Is that okay? Gradients and shadows people, gradients and shadows. Alright, and then we have seen some 2D transformation also. याद आ रहा है आपको ये सब? 2D transformation, you remembered? Scaling, rotation and translation. If you want to rotate, you have to specify the degree how much to rotate. If you want to translate, you have to specify exactly where to move. and scaling transformation effect was just to zoom an object. Is that okay? Less than 1 zoom in, less than greater than 1 zoom out. This is how it works. Yes, we have also worked with CSS people, CSS transitions and some of the CSS animations. Is that okay? Some of the CSS animation. Yes, of course, there are many more things here. One thing which I mark as a pending here is we still need to do something in CSS called as pseudo class. Okay, we still need to do pseudo class elements and some end child. Okay, this topic from CSS is yet left to do. We are still left to do something called as responsive website. Okay, responsive websites and meta queries. Okay, so this topic from CSS I mark them to be pending. That is yet left to be done. We'll cover them soon. Acha. From HTML, if you have remembered SVG people, graphics, scalable vector graphics people, you know, we have drawn some shapes using SVG, whether it was a circle or it was a rectangle and so on. Alright, fine, all of us. Yes, good evening my friend. Okay, again for those of my friends who have joined here late, we are just putting together today all that things right from day 1 till the day yesterday that we have studied. Right? अच्छा, ये सब आपको आता है better, thorough, then only expect us that we'll be able to train you for the further full stack. This was a basic of full stack that we have laid down now. अभी जो आगे आएगा is a complex and complicated story. ठीक है? Anyways, once you master coding, there is nothing as complicated also. ठीक है? चलिए, now talking about bootstrap. Okay, around 4 to 5 classes we have spent for bootstrap. 4 से 5 सेशन हमने जो bootstrap का लिया था. In bootstrap, these are all with that we have done. We have done bootstrap 4 people. Okay, bootstrap 4. So we have seen bootstrap 4 colors. Okay, that is primary, secondary, and info, warning, and so on, colors. Then we have seen the different effects that can be given to tables using bootstrap. You remember table stripped, table dark, table light, table hover. Okay, we have seen different alerts. Again the same thing, alert primary, alert secondary. We have seen different buttons. Come on, how that button was given a bootstrap effect. We simply say button class is equals to btn, so it will be like a bootstrap button and not an ordinary button, right? But which type of button you want, so that will be specified as bootstrap primary. Correct, all of us? ठीक है, just try to recollect. आप भी होता है तो पेपर पेन लेकर बैठिए, देखते जाइए ये सब टॉपिक्स आपको याद आ रहे हैं कि नहीं. Alright, ठीक है. उसके बाद में we have also learned in bootstrap navigation and navigation bar. Okay, navigation and the navigation bar. For example, check, this is my navigation bar here, people. Okay, this is a navigation bar. I hope you can see the effects that I have given here. This is my navigation bar. Yeah, you want, you can make this bar horizontal also, the way you like. So navigation and the navigation bar. Alright, okay, we have seen cards. You see the different menu is in the card layout here. This is a card. ये bootstrap card है, in which I am showing the image of idli. This is a bootstrap card in which I am showing the image of misal pav, and this is a bootstrap card in which I am showing the image of other items like poha and all. Hoping you are understanding this part. Okay, ये सब पूरा card layout है. This is entirely made through a card layout. Okay, so this was bootstrap card. Okay, we have also seen collapse, toast. Remember toast, if you click something it comes up, if you do not then it goes out, चला जाता है. Toast, people, toast, the message that comes on clicking something. ठीक है, we have also talked about spinners and progress bar. People, spinners in progress. We have talked about pagination and breadcrumbs. You know better how to create pagination, right? People, paginations, if your website is made up of more than one page, and if you want to give proper links to these individual pages, so we show them in the different buttons at the bottom of the page. Like a Google search result. Say you want to search something about full stack course. When you type it, you say enter, there are hundreds of pages containing information about the Bootstrap course have been searched and opened up. Right? So you want to go to page number 1, page number 2, so that was pagination, which is again created using Bootstrap effect. Is that fine? Okay, how can we forget most important, carousel? Is that fine? Carousel, people, so many classes of carousel we have used. Carousel, let me say, show or hide, or carousel body, carousel item, carousel inner, correct? Carousel, people. In fact, you remembered if you had attended that class or seen our of lectures non-live, I had gone into my Instagram page and showed you an example of how that carousel looks like, and how those forward backward button play the role to go next and for backward, correct? Then we have studied about modals, people. Modal, something that comes on the top of the page while surfing the website. Is that okay? And making the page behind disable. Okay, fine. Acha. No, modal one. That's a popover. Sorry, what I told you, that's a popover. Okay, modal. In fact, when you click something and it rolls down, that's a modal, containing modal head, modal body, modal footer, and so on. Yes, we have also studied from this category called as tooltip. Like if you just place the pointer over some text on the page and it gives you information, so that's a tooltip. Is that fine? All of us? Fine. Okay, then we have also studied something about drop downs. Drop downs, people. Like I don't have any such menu here. Suppose in drinks I have yet two category. Drinks, people, alcoholic and non-alcoholic. So I need to provide an option here for drop down, correct? So that is what this drop down means here. I hope you got my point. Right? Badges, people, badges. Lastly, we have also done badges. Okay, badges. For example, I have two unread message in my inbox, so that effect is created using badge. वो कैसे बताता है? WhatsApp 3 unread message. So on the icon of WhatsApp, that number 3 appears. And once you open your WhatsApp, reads unread message, then that badge is gone. Is that fine? The badge is gone. I think that is most of the things we have done from Bootstrap. Okay, please be mentally present. आप भी active रहिए. So these are the things we have done from HTML, from CSS, from Bootstrap, and this took us total 2 months. ये सब करने सीखने. Okay, then we started with actual programming, that is JavaScript. Okay, we had an intro of JavaScript. What exactly is JavaScript? We learned some basic syntax of JavaScripts. Okay, types of JavaScript, people, in HTML. JavaScript. Different ways, let me say, instead of types, different ways to embed JavaScript in HTML. That is either using script tag, am I right, or including the file on the page, that is script with src. Okay, script with its src. Is that fine? Okay, then we went on to understand data types in JavaScript. Although JavaScript is not that crucial about data types because it is a loosely typed language, but we still understood what are those strings, what are the numbers and boolean and so on. Is that fine? All of us? Let me check if there is any question in the chat section. No, nothing. Alright, people, fine. Okay, different data types. We also studied different operators in JavaScript. People, we studied what are the different operators in JavaScript, correct? We studied operators like arithmetic operator, maybe logical operator, maybe comparison operator. That's it. Not much, not more than that. Then we studied the conditional statements with syntax. Conditional statements. After that, we went on loop and understood some 3 types of loop: for loop, while loop, do while loop, and there is also something called as for in loop, right? For in loop. Is that okay? Acha, what next we studied about JavaScript? That is functions. People, JavaScript functions, if I'm not wrong. That is different types of function: basic functions, anonymous functions, and arrow functions. Alright, these were the different functions that we studied. Okay, long time we took for OOPS in JavaScript. That is object oriented programming, classes, object, inheritance. Am I right? Inheritance. You remembered the word extend. The word extend was used to inherit a class from another class. Correct? Extend is a keyword that inherit one class from another class. थोड़ा ध्यान दीजिए. those 2-5 मिनट ये discussion के लिए. Only 2-5 minutes more for this discussion. Then I go to the discussion of a small project. Okay, fine. Inheritance, people. We also talk something about polymorphism. Is that fine? We also talk about polymorphism. Abstraction we never talked about. And I told you extraction we will dealing in Python. Soon we are going to start Python. You'll come to know what is abstraction. Although there is one more feature of object-oriented programming, that is encapsulation. Encapsulation. I think we have done encapsulation. Let me not mark it as star. Encapsulation is like binding all the content in one class. Remember, like I showed you one diagram. Let's say car is a class. So the functions of the car, properties of the car, we have all binded in one class. Binding, encapsulate, like a capsule. How capsule encapsulate all the stuffs inside. Likewise, a class also encapsulate properties and methods inside. Is that fine? All of us? Okay? So things are going on till here. After OOPS, I think we studied something called as arrays in JavaScript. Arrays and its methods. String and its methods. Like concatenating the two string, finding the length of the string, returning a particular character from the string, correct? So arrays, strings, people, math and methods, correct? We also studied date and time, people. Date and time, am I right? Date and time along with, let me say along with, how should I say that? Date and time with, okay, digital clock. Date and time along with the digital clock. This was another thing that we had studied. Is that fine? All of us here? Take it? After that, we moved on to some simple concepts of JavaScript, like those that we studied yesterday. Something ES6 features, which were array destructuring. Is that fine? Array destructuring. We also studied something called as string interpolation. Am I right? Rest and spread operator. Rest is a parameter, people, indicating rest of the argument. And what is spread operator in JavaScript? 3 dots followed by the argument name. That is called as a spread operator. So the rest parameter is created with the help of this spread operator. Practice करना है, people, आपको. You have to practice, please. There is no way out. There is no way out. चल, उसके बाद में I think we spent a lot of time in understanding jQuery. Okay, jQuery. With respect to jQuery, we have learned jQuery effects. You remember the effects of jQuery: show, hide, toggle, fade in, fade out, fade toggle, slide up, slide down, animation, and many more, like delay. Okay, so those were the effects of jQuery. Then we studied some methods of the jQuery, like methods, people. Am I right? For example, empty is a method, remove is a method. If you want to remove some particular tag from the web page, so we use these methods, correct? Am I right? Although there were many more methods, these were just 2 examples to recollect down the memory. And then a lot of events we studied, lot of events, like some of them are mouse event, mouse over, mouse out, mouse up, mouse down. Some of them are keyboard events, key up, key down. Then some of them are form events like blur, focus, and some of them are window events. It's like on load and on unload and so on. There are even some events which is generated on account of APIs. Now we have never used APIs, so it doesn't make sense speaking about it now. Alright, fine, correct. So this is something in JavaScript that we studied for. I might have forgotten some or the other things here and there, but this is in short, this is what. Okay, one thing that I still want to discuss with you from JavaScript is JavaScript promises. Okay, and async, as I told you, and await. So this will happen on Monday. Is it fine? This will happen on Monday. People, I hope I'm audible, right? I don't know why I can see something lagging here. Am I lagging? No, Shreya. Object almost same, you can say. Understood, almost same. Object destructuring and array destructuring almost same. Only the difference is the different items in array gets destructured, and in object different items in the object get destructured. That's it. Yes, my friend, thank you very much for reminding me that. Thank you. Bomb and DOM also, correct. That was in fact the most important thing. Bomb and DOM. All that I'm marking as asterisk is yet to be done. So this is the overall syllabus that we have done so far. No lagging. Okay, thank you. There is no lagging here. Overall syllabus yahan tak ka, if I have not forgotten anything. So this is what we started from, and this is where we are. Okay? No lagging, people. Okay? Alright. Now, on behalf of Code Ark, for the curriculum purpose, we are assigning you one small mini project, people. A chota project hai, based on whatever we have covered up until now. So far whatever we have learnt, JavaScript, Bootstrap, HTML and CSS use करके आपको ऐसी एक website बनाना है. See, the one which I'm showing you. Okay, this is my home page. Forget about this welcome Shabnam and all. Okay, you just have to make this kind of navigation bar. You see the effects that we have given here. Yes, my friend, you can join. Yep, you please join, but make sure that you are signing the attendance in the end, because if you lack on attendance, we will be helpless. Please invite them. In fact, we are charging nothing for that. We want you to join. Okay, guys, chalo. So this is how we want you to create a navigation bar. So this is a online food ordering website. As I told you, you see, we have used different card layout. I mean, we have used the different menus to be displayed in the card layout. Okay, this way, that way. And the first page is showing me all the items. Home page is showing me all the items. Suppose if I click on lunch, it shows me only the lunch items. It shows me only the lunch items. Okay, you could see how the effects we have given behind. Try. I don't tell you compulsorily ऐसी बनाना है. It is possible you might end up coding something better than this. आप इससे अच्छा बना सकते हो. Okay. चलिए. Suppose if I click to desert. Okay, so it shows me only the desert items. Right? So this is how you have to create using HTML, CSS, Bootstrap. अभी इसमें JavaScript किधर आएगा? देखिए, how will you implement JavaScript here? Okay, could you see this icon we have used here? It's for cart. आपको ऐसा नहीं आता तो मत बनाना. Just create a small text box here. just create a very small text box here. Now what happens is, say I add, click on this button, I click on this button. You see, it shows me there is one item in the cart. You just have to handle the click event of the button, people. And you see there is no option called as add to cart shown here. In fact, instead of add to cart, the two other buttons have come here. One called as plus, other called as minus. So if I click on plus, item in the cart is getting updated. See, it has become 2. Again plus, item in the cart is getting updated. It is becoming 3. If I say minus, item is getting reduced on click. सबको on click पे करना है आपको. Do this using JavaScript only. Again minus, and now there is only one item in the cart. And if I do minus again, you will come to the option back again, add to cart. Right? Fine. So similarly, if I click on some other thing like this, say this one, add to cart, dosa, people, add to cart. Okay, so the particular product has been added to cart. Alright, and that option is gone from here. Not add to cart, but this time it shows me plus and minus sign. Okay, ये सब इमेज के साथ ऐसा इफेक्ट देने आपको आएगा तो ठीक है, नहीं तो कोई बात नहीं. We have done a lot of bootstrap, people. Try to use your mind. How can I do that? Go beyond than what you have studied. Try to go even beyond than it. Alright, fine. So these are all things you have to do to create this kind of a mini project. Alright, anything from your end in this project you want to ask? Technical Deva, this is what a name I read here. Yes, your friend, please ask him to join. In fact, those who are joining from the upcoming courses, I mean from the upcoming module, okay, we will be also giving them certificate, but only of that particular module. I'll discuss this again. I'll discuss this. Like we're starting from Python, so if you're attending only Python, we'll be certifying you for Python. If you are attending only SQL, we will certify you for SQL. If you're attending only Django, we'll certify you for Django. And if your attendance is thorough for the entire full stack, so you are eligible for the certificate of entire full stack. Is that okay? All of us still here? Fine. Any question with respect to how and anything in the project that you need? ये आपको project हम मांगेंगे, people, last में. At the end, this project we will ask you to submit it. Although this is not a final project. Okay, this isn't a final project, people. आगे जाकर ये सब हमको करना है. See, if I click on this card, I have to click on the checkout. You see, it's like a bill. If I click on the checkout. Okay, see, I'm clicking on the checkout. Okay, I don't want to say cash on delivery. I say pay now. So here we have integrated Razor Pay. Understand? You see here we have integrated Razor Pay here. Right? ये सब करने के लिए फिर हमको Django आना चाहिए आगे. We have done it using Django. If you want, you can adopt something else also, but that is one of the best too. Is that okay? So we are not expecting you right now to do all these things. At least create the interface ready. Okay, जहाँ तक का backend का जरूरत नहीं है, उतना पेज आप बना कर रखेंगे. Guys, before I switch this screen, any question from the project to be asked? This is a mini project. Make sure the good bootstrap effects you have given. Make sure that you are using good JavaScript also. Create this button. I gave you one hint. एक hint आपको देकर रखते हैं. देखिए. Suppose this is our yesterday's program. This is our yesterday's program. Huh? Let the program start. Is it executing? Okay, it's opening. Okay, it's opening. Yes, my friend, the API is Razor Pay only. Yeah, you can use PayPal also. Understood? Instead of razor pay, you can use PayPal also. We will do it when we will learn it. आपको razor pay का काम नहीं करना है. I told you very clearly, the mini project is asking you only to design this home page interface with add to cart button. When you click on the button, it will show you two other buttons. Understood? How will you handle the click event? तो फिर my friend आप थोड़ा जावास्क्रिप्ट हो ट्राई करिए. टेक्निकल देवा, what's your name my friend? I always call you technical देवा. What's your name? The thing is what, you know, JavaScript you have to use it. If suppose you have missed it, so take your time, go backward in the videos. Okay, especially the last 3 videos right from jQuery. Understood? Last 3 videos देखो jQuery से, वहां पर event handling आ जाएगा. So you want you handle the event either using jQuery or using document.getElementById add event listener. Do it please. Try करिए. See my friend, see. What one of the logic you can do is what, you know, suppose I do like this. Say input type is equals to button and the name of the button is or चलो input type is equals to button. या तो फिर let me use the button tag. Button idea let me not give. Okay, say add to cart, button closes. Check it, you get a button here. Okay देवेंद्र, you are देवेंद्र, fine, good. Okay देवेंद्र, आपका अटेंडेंस अच्छा खासा है, देखा है मैंने पीछे. ठीक है. Now but if I say like this, hidden, you see the button is not shown, am I right? If I write hidden, so I gave you hint. What will you do if somebody clicks to this button? See, there are 2 more buttons here. There are 2 more buttons, plus and minus. Okay, these buttons are hidden. Okay, so this is a minus button and this is a plus button. Okay, let us not keep anyone hidden at first. किसी को भी hidden ना रखते हैं. This button is also not hidden. This is also not hidden. And this is also not hidden. Correct? None of the buttons are hidden. So I come here. You see this one? Okay, minus, add to cart and then plus. But point is what, you know, see आपको JavaScript code कैसे लिखना है? Minus and plus button should not be shown when the web page load. Only if somebody clicks this add to cart button, मतलब get element by id click event handle करना है ना? Am I right? Only if it is clicked, then the button should be shown. Am I right? So first let us keep them hidden. Again, let me keep them both hidden. Okay. Let me not show you the logic. Let me see you can do that also. Is that okay? Yes, Bharat Shreyas, your attendance is also there. Okay, these are the some 10 to 12 names which I know by heart. That's the reason. Well, कुछ ऐसे 10-12 बच्चों के नाम है जो मुझे अटेंडेंस में by heart नाम है याद है. Okay, fine. Is that okay? देवेंद्र, now are you understanding? Fine. If JavaScript नहीं use करेंगे तो फिर मतलब नहीं होगा, because JavaScript actually helps us to add some dynamic scripting. Please try. You can definitely you can give it a try. I hope you got it. Is that okay? All of us fine? Okay. I'm going to share this one document in the group also. But since we are face to face online here, तो सामने सामने बात कर लेते हैं पहले. Guys, check it out. This is how we are going to work out in the upcoming days. This is our Python schedule. Python का schedule है people. Okay, this is going to take around 15 to 18 days, including some project. That will be again a small project. So introduction, variables and data types in Python. The next module we are starting up is Python. Operators, conditional statement and the loops in Python. Python is very important, so make sure you aren't missing the classes here. Inbuilt functions. Toggle nahi chalega. Because toggle means what, you know, it will definitely show one of the two always. Bharat, flop ho jayega idea. Toggle will definitely show one out of two. But my demand is what? If there is no product in the card, none of them should be shown. Na plus दिखना चाहिए, na minus दिखना चाहिए. Add and subtract का option should be given only if at least one product is there in the card. Are you understanding others also with Bharat? Hey, Bharat is asking, instead of doing that hidden, unhidden, click event, cannot I use toggle option? Actually, you can't do that. Because toggle will display at least one of the two. That is called as toggle, right? On, off, right? But we don't want to toggle between on and off, right? We don't want to toggle like that. The one, both should be shown. If this is what I understood from a question. Yeah, my friend, hidden start से रहेगा. Hidden start से hidden ही रखेगा. और वो hidden को तब निकाल देना है if else में कोड लिखेंगे आप. आपको तब निकाल देना है only if the click event is on. I mean the button has received the click event. ठीक है, fine. So this is what day 7 to 9 about Python will be doing. Okay. Then we'll be learning modules and ops, exception handling, regular exception, file handling, database programming using MySQL, Flask and Project. Now this syllabus is better than many of the paid courses even that you will find outside. Understand? आप इतना Python सीखते हो, you are actually ready for to dare to code for any project. You understood? Fine. So this is one of the best training I can say. Okay. Even the SQL people, introduction to SQL, what is ER diagram, SQL, data types, operators, useful operations, aggregations, DTL, DML, analytic function, constant, joins and views. Okay. So for SQL we have total 10 days allocated. Okay. So this is day wise schedule. Alright, Python will take around 15 to 18 days or 15 to 18 classes I would like to say. Yes. Okay. And then for Django, after that we will be starting with Django. Okay. Django will take another 15 days. I hope you got my point. Is it? Finally we are going to, this is how Django will take us to the end. We will be making one e-commerce website. Complete e-commerce by integrating Razorpay, PayPal and all. Yes, student friendly. Okay, good. Right? And finally, this is where we will end up the Django part, people. जो website हम बनाएंगे, we will eventually upload it to GitHub. So here we will also learn what is GitHub, how to use GitHub, everything. Right? So 18 days for Python at least. It might go take 2-3 days more also. 18 days for Python, 10 days for SQL. That means around 1 month हो गया, इसमें चला गया. Right? So if today is 10th of November, maybe we target till 10th of December or 15th of December, correct? And from 15th of December, another 15 days, that is for Django. Right? Okay. And then from first or second week of Jan, we are dealing with React and Angular. Hoping you are understanding. Yep, Git and GitHub, everything. Is this pura process clear to you? All of us. I'll be sharing this document on the group. This document, I shall be sharing it on the group. People, you can see my notepad file, right? I don't know why it is lagging in my mobile phone or what. If somebody can acknowledge, there is no lagging happening, right? Or I don't know why my mobile phone is lagging. Right now, I have kept this day-wise schedule notepad file open. Is it visible to you? The schedule notepad file open. I hope that is visible to you. Somebody please acknowledge. Is it visible to you? Okay, anyways, I'll be sharing this in the group. Never mind. Is that fine? All of us here? Okay, people. I shall see you back again for Monday. On Monday. Monday, we are having a short class. No lag. Okay, thank you so much for that. Okay, we are having a short class, and Monday we will be covering up mostly whatever is left over from here. I hope you got my point. Yes, yes, everything is fine. Okay. Tuesday, people, Tuesday we are not sure whether we are having a class or not on account of festival. Alright, we are not sure. That I will announce to you on Monday only. Is that fine? People, Python, Django and SQL we are starting from 16th of November. Okay, we are starting from 16th. 16th means from Thursday. Alright, we are starting from 16th of November. Meanwhile जो बीच में जो टाइम आता है आपको जो हमने असाइनमेंट दिया है वो प्रोजेक्ट का, you complete that. Is that fine? All of us here fine? Okay. In case if any doubt in understanding the concept of the project, please directly WhatsApp to us. We'll see how can we reach you out. Okay. No, don't ask for help in the code if you have not understood something in the project question case study. Is that fine? Okay. Alright. And if you really like our work, do not forget to like and ask your other friends also to join us. Okay. That's all from our side. Here we go. Okay, bye people, goodbye. Shall be sharing everything to you on the group, including yesterday's material as well.